When I was a boy, everybody knew what a downwinder was. We were the anti-nuclear capital of the world. I was an autistic kid. My father was a drafted United States Marine, an incredible man. I come from an incredible family. My uncle stood on Omaha Beach on DD. I grew up on a huge ranch out by the lake. He was a beautiful, incredible person. He was at Pendleton, combat ready, and they were human guinea pig. They were marched into the trenches in Nevada. They're called atomic veterans. He nearly died at the blast. Between 1951 and 1968, we had 300 open-air tests. Well, as different scientists started to write about this, Wallace Stegner was at the University of Utah at the time. I got to know him. Edward Abbey was hanging around there. I got to know him. I got to know all these environmentalists, and I was an environmentalist, and it was a passionate, intense subject matter there.
All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. Bloomgate, 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. Bloomgate, 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. They'll be calling you a radical. May God have mercy on all of your souls.
Nuclear power was evolving. We were promised, oh, this can't happen. It will never happen. We cannot have a meltdown.
Well, good morning. Hope everybody's in their dogma snuggies, can get out. They feel good. You divide up. Watch whatever feeds your demographic. Your passive-aggressive, softball lefties, your radical, insane, far-right, dug-in, right dogma lunatics. Whatever makes you feel good is your little comfortable zone. Get in that comfort zone. They've herded these freaking herd. These sheepdogs, these social engineers have herded this herd right down, and you think you got them. You think, well, the internet's opened up, people have opened their mind. It gets right down. I know so many people. It's still, they'll go right down the same old freaking talking line. Right on down, right, left. Packaged, signed, sealed, delivered. They still do it. You know, I mean, they'll get into such the deep, on the right, they get into such the deep conspiracy theories that mean shit. You know, they're all telling me Hillary's going to go to prison. I'm like, are you fucking nuts? You really don't know nothing about this country. You know nothing about political theater, whatever. She's not going to fucking prison. I can hear you tell you that. Now, is she a crook? Of course. They're all crooks. And then Trump's the alternative. Now, you think about Trump. Now, Trump will tell you, come on, let's get real. Trump's a pathological liar. Of course he's going to tell you everything he wants here, just like he'll talk tariffs. He ain't going to put no tariffs in. I mean, he'll talk it. He's, you know, what did they say about Obama? What does Cornel West say about him? He's a charismatic version of American exceptionalism. Bingo! Ding, 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 ding. The Clinton crime family? Fuck, come on. They've been freaking pulling white-collar crime since the fucking day those two fucking that marriage was arranged at Skull and Bones. Fucking Trump, that fucking guy's fucking conned more people out of fucking money than fucking Barnum and Bailey. I mean, this dude has broke more banks this guy, oh, my dad gave me $1 million loan. Times that by about 100. It's insane what people go for. Now, Trump, the anti-establishment, I don't know about that. You know, I still say he works for Hillary, but he's getting pretty amped up. He's getting pretty full of himself, and, you know, he says a lot of good things. You know, talks tariffs. And anybody doesn't believe tariffs not the answer is a fucking moron. Yo, Yahoo comes out and says, Trump wants to pay more for our fucking cell phones and our fucking refrigerators. Fucking morons, they're fucking made by slaves in China. It's the only answer. The only answer is to fucking give you any economic clout. And they all knew it. Everybody knew it. For I'm the great tariff president standing on the tariff platform. Why do you think the Queen killed McKinley? Why do you think they're taking his name off the fucking mountain? You know, why don't they take them all off? Fuck, it's so outrageous. You know, Fukushima. I'll get to Fukushima. The political theater. Fuck. Political theater is just that. It's a fucking joke. Fuck, we need to change this from the fucking grass. The grassroots. Those fucking radicals need to fucking change it. We need to do it with logic. We need to do it with fucking reason. We need to quit fucking going down these fucking... I mean, it's insane. The fucking neo-competitive... Popism is fucking dead. It is fucking dead. Popism is dead. You just don't know it's fucking dead. Oh, it's dead. Bowie dies. Lemmy dies. Fuck, how about Lemmy? Fuck, on Boxer's Day. And if anybody who don't know what Boxing Day is, Boxer Day in England was... You know what that stands for? The elites used to leave a box the day after Christmas for their servants with some money in it. That's how it started. That's what it is. It's not the box on the ship. That's exactly what Boxing Day is. They've been dealing with the fucking... I talked to somebody from London. Oh, fuck, they go ballistic. They fucking know the repression. You know, we got a break from the repression for a while. They're back. The fucking Queen runs this fucking roost. So, Fukushima, the crowning jewel, I'll tell you how it's all globalist fucking rats. And it's not Illuminati, and they're not magic, and they don't have special powers, and they're not aliens. And fucking Meter's not going to hurt, and Yellowstone's not going to fucking blow up, and you're not so fucking chemtrails, you're fucking stupid. You haven't vaxxed you into fucking... They're not using electrical oil fucking towers on you. You're selfish. The whole country's fucking selfish. It's pure, the most selfish generation of human beings. Comfortable, selfish, non-living, in a fucking, grew up in a subdivision, a fucking basement, fucking in their computer, fucking just going along. Whatever fits their fucking dogma. They're abused children, fucking to the right. They're fucking abused children to the left. I mean, whatever fucking makes you comfortable. So, the mayor of Fukushima is going to Davos. You know, that's where they have their economic summit in Switzerland. You know, just so you know, people don't know about fucking Switzerland. My family's from Switzerland. My mother's family are Swiss. And I was in Geneva this year. I'm not the first one. I was kicked out of the city. And that's another thing, these other activists that are, you know, artists, people that are fucking involved with me, they don't realize what I went through. You know, I've tried to explain it. Nobody wants to hear it because they don't believe it. Well, let me tell you something. Go protest at the World Health Organization like I did. Go do what I did. You don't get it over there. The French cartel, the nuclear cartel, owns Geneva. The fucking bankers, Geneva, that's where all the Swiss bank accounts are at. When you look up on the fucking river in Geneva, Switzerland, you know, and you got all the Swiss bank accounts, HSBC all over them, fuck, guess who's fucking big old fucking logo just blaring over the river? Toshiba. That's right. Now, didn't Toshiba buy General Electric? Westinghouse? Yeah, post-Fukushima. Doesn't Westinghouse and Toshiba own TEPCO? Oh, yeah. Aren't they really just the same company as G? Oh, yeah. Toshiba blaring. So they own that fuck. Come on. The biggest cash cow, the new fucking golden, the cotton wars, which they call them the fucking textile wars in Europe. They call the Civil War the textile, the sugar fucking wars, cocaine cowboys. It's always something with these guys, ain't it? The new one, they know what it is. It's been for a while. They know what it is. Nuclear waste. Nuclear waste is big, big fucking money, and there's lots of it. And it's like a credit default swap. You know, so, you know, I was a derivative trader in the days. You know, you and I can trade options. No, you and I probably can't trade futures, but you decide a future contract. You know, they might approve you, put up your house, because there's no bottom end. But after the whole thing with the credit default swaps, do you know you and I still can't trade them? They're not, think about that. What the fuck? It's the same thing with plutonium. Same thing with nuclear waste. Big fucking money. Giant, incredible. It's just laying there. These fuckers got their hands in it. The French nuclear cartel in France, they're so pro-nuclear. You have no clue how pro-nuclear they are. You know, I don't even dare fucking set foot. You know, I want to cross the river over there for a little bit, but fuck. They actually chased me out of the fucking city. Put me on a fucking train. Put me on the wrong train, by the way. Boy, sweet are the uses of adversity, because I met the cutest, most beautiful fucking Swiss girl. Just her and I still talk to her, so I'm going to go see her. If she can come see me. Wow. Sweet are the uses of adversity. You never know what fucking happened. I took the last train, literally the last train out of fucking Geneva. Fuck. So, people don't get it. It's very different over there. You know, same with the police, same with the military. It's, you know, we took for granted some of these rights we had in the United States. Repeat after me, we don't have anymore. So, I'm going to dive in today about, of course, the police repression and why. Why have we gone to this fucking thing? Why do we fucking worship fucking cops? Why do cops become repressors? Why do cops, you can't call the police anymore, and everyone in this country knows it, because it's them against fucking us. How did that come about? Why? So, I remember the day it happened in Utah. That kid has that confrontation with that cop in the Avenue. That's right next to LDS Hospital, right next to it. And the kid's got a plastic shovel, smacks the cop with a plastic shovel. Next thing you know, he's dead. You're like, well, fucking dude was laying on the ground, he smacked him, pulled out his gun, blasted him. That's what we figured. The camera was broken, they said, no backup cams, whatever. Well, of course, you know I know Dub. Dub Lawrence, if none of you have not seen Peace Officer, you got to see it. I know Dub. Dub was the Davis County Sheriff. Davis County is here on the Wasatch, between Salt Lake County and Weber County is Davis County. So he was the youngest elected sheriff, I think, in the American history. He ran his daughter, blah, 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 blah. Famous fucking dude. He ran for Congress. Everybody knows him. Really famous. I mean, the dude is fucking just this treasure to the country. So, you know, I forgot about Dub for a long, long time. Well, there was a case in Farmington, Davis County. Now, remember, Dub started the SWAT team, and he goes into it in Peace Officer in the early 80s, how SWAT teams were started. I mean, how police transformed. He dives into it in this documentary, how police transformed from police to law enforcement, to military, you know, they're militarized against the people, and how that went about through the CIA, through the FBI, through the fucking, you know, it was Reagan's baby, you know, the repressor Bechtel's baby, and fucking HCIA fucking Bush. So, what happened, this is a few years ago. This kid named Wood, it was all over the fucking media. His wife, which is Dub's daughter, I had no idea. Dub's daughter went on some church fucking thing through the Mormon church. Now, the rumor is that, and I think it's probably true, but I don't know that it's true. The rumor was he gets all fired up and jealous while she's gone because she didn't really go on a church thing. She was with another man, and I think that's probably the case. Well, that's what these things always come down to, don't they? Isn't that what it always does? Johnny's got his gun, and fuck, he's going to protect himself from ISIS, but then he finds out the wife's sleeping with the boss, and he fucking snaps, and he loses it, and domestic violence fucking happens. And the cops are called, and the first question to the dispatcher. So, and don't get me wrong, Dub's son-in-law a fucking punk. You watch the movie, he's a fucking punk. Immature fucking punk. You know, did he deserve to get killed? Fuck no. So, judge, jury, murder. So his kid, his daughter, this kid, I don't know what happened in the house, but apparently she makes a call to 911. He's beat her up. So after he calls back the dispatcher and says, I beat up and raped my wife. They're like, what? This guy is audibly out of it. So they've got her on that. They call the fucking SWAT team. Is there a gun involved? Yeah, he's got a fucking gun. There you go, right there. As soon as they say he's got a gun, these fucking cops are and, you know, it's a dangerous situation. There's no doubt. I'll give the fucking cops a break there because You know, when there's a gun involved, they know, and there's a fucking distraught person right there. It's a hot situation, but they overreact by 10 million times. Instead of fucking, you know, and then this Wood kid's dad is right there close. Dub hears it. I think he hears it on a fucking radio. He's got a radio here at the Ogden Airport where he lives. So I think he calls his dad. His dad goes down there and tries to negotiate with the kid. So anyway, while he's negotiating, they've got, the SWAT team's got her on the phone. She gets out the back window and gets the fuck out of there. So they hee-haw. They bring in armored vehicles. They bring in hunters. They got helicopters. They got the... So he's in the driveway with a gun to his head. His dad's talking to him, trying to get him... And I think his dad had him fucking done. I mean, if they'd have let his dad continue to talk to him, they'd have made a nice, calm, easy rest. Then no fucking big deal. The emotion would have been defuse the situation. That's what good cops do, is defuse fucking hot situations. So, oh no, hee-haw for fucking 2 days. You know, whatever. Until then it comes out, oh, finally in the standoff in Farmington, I believe his name was Brian Wood, has taken his own life. Sure he did. Now we know, we can see it. Dub got the footage, and you can actually see a sniper underneath the truck fucking snipe him in his fucking head. You know, so they murdered him. Now, it evolved, so that's why Dub gets involved. It's his son-in-law. This is his daughter. He's like, what the fuck? I created the SWAT team. So his son had a kid named Scott Christopherson. You know, I was in the hospital. I was almost dead. It was January of 2012. I can't even watch TV. I'm that fucking sick. I'm dying. And so I got the news on. They said there's a SWAT team situation in Ogden. Well, I live in Ogden, and I know that the fucking... They do these knock-doors. They've been kicking down doors for years, and I'm like, fuck, this is such a horrible situation. And they've been, you know, found guilty of fucking kicking down fucking doors so many fucking times illegally that it's it's constant here because they have a booty law here, believe it or not. These guys can rob your house if Spectre unders to keep all the money. So that's what they do. And so it's a situation. There's 6 or 7 officers down. I'm like, oh, my God, they went in the house. Somebody's got an AK-47. Sure as fuck. A kid named Matthew Stewart here was asleep. Had a marijuana plant. Several marijuana plants. That's what they kicked his door. He was asleep, waiting to go to work. Kicked his door down, went in there. He had a gun. He just flashed the gun. They shot him in the arm, so he started shooting back. They weren't even marked. They didn't say police. Their uniforms didn't say police. They didn't want to. So this kid was an ex-Iraqi war veteran, well decorated. He could shoot. He obviously had PSD, was self-medicating, growing some marijuana, so these fuckers go in hee-haw. They shoot him first, and now Dub goes in and exposes that one of the cops was shot in the face. They said Matthew Stewart did that, and that's what started this whole. Now he's exposed through his investigation, through this documentary, that the cops shot each other. So then he sits out, he kills a cop. I mean, it's on. But this goes on constantly in Utah. Of course, Danielle Willard, they shot her in the face for absolutely nothing. It goes on constantly. There's tons of it here. Last year, a year ago right now, I think there was, immediately there was like fucking the first 10 homicides in Utah this year. I think 8 of them in 2015 were cops killing people. And it really wasn't because there was only one black one. You know, and that's another fucking story. He had been at Comic-Con, had a plastic surgery, shot him in the back. You know, so these kids are BYU. So there's a dichotomy here in Utah that if you talk like this, you wear hairspray, and you go to BYU, that it's us against them. It's teams. And you're on our team. So these kids trick all these people. They're making this documentary film. They're because it's all slanted towards the police. And the men, so they automatically, well, these are returned missionary boys. They're always ones dubbed the son. They're brilliant young men. So they're babbling. They'll do interviews. They do the prosecutor. They do the Davis County cops. They do them all. Because they think it's going to be fucking documented, totally slanted their way. Well, it's not. It tells the truth. It's very fucking well done. And fucking these guys just fucking hang themselves in this documentary. All these cops just hang themselves in this doc. You ought to see. Oh, my God. And it's lots of these murders. One kid, they go and kick down his door and fucking, they said he was AWOL. Had the wrong address, the wrong name. Almost fucking killed his little daughter asleep and him. Fucking arrogant cop says, you're lucky to have gun up blowing your fucking head off. I mean, these fuckers are insane because it's just fed power and they've bought into this doctrine. It's just, again, man, movies have done it. Dirty Harry. That guy's made the same vigilante fucking movie how many times? It's just Dirty Harry. That movie has been made fucking 80 times. Clint Worcester has made the exact identical movie 80 fucking times. Yeah, these liberals with a good fucking vigilante, fucking the courts just throwing them off. It's us against them. These are all bad guys. The sense of community completely gone because you're in a car. And again, I'll break it all the way down to tariffs. I used to do it in my class. How could this possibly be solved with a tariff? Simple. Because people are working so long. People are fucking working to make ends meet, buy, they consume. The fucking nominal wages have decreased 36 consecutive years. People are working longer, so there's no community. Tariff fixes all that. Fixes it all. So instead of working 35, 40 hours a week like it used to be here, weekends off, one person working, mom didn't work, dad fucking worked, wives, whatever, one person, you made enough money to support fucking 5 kids, you had a modest home, you weren't keeping up with the fucking Joneses, got this big, ugly, styrofoam piece of shit fucking mansion, you know, plenty of money. The average American in 1975 made $106,000 in today's dollar. 40 hours a week, 2 weeks vacation, because labor had all the fucking power. The government didn't have to get involved in healthcare. Because if you're working for a company, because the working class had all the fucking power. Really, you're not going to give us fucking healthcare? Fuck you, we'll go on strike. Fuck you, we'll walk down the fucking road. This has been a continual battle between fucking, you know, oligarchs and business owners. Teddy Roosevelt, the square deal. They went from the square deal to the New Deal to the raw fucking deal. So the battle is always raged between fucking labor and fucking slave owners. It's a fucking simple concept. It's the concept between enlightenment and slavery. There's plenty of economists like Friedman and these guys that believe slavery is good. They'll tell you that. That's what they believe. That's what fucking Greenspan believes. We defer to the Ryan Plan. We go back to Ayn Rand, a science fiction fucking writer who wrote books, who was a fucking atheist from Stalingrad fucking Russia, who never claimed to be a fucking economist. It's amazing. Literature doesn't have part of fuck it don't. Ask fucking her. Why she's on public assistance. You know, never claimed to be an economist. So, Teddy Roosevelt, back in the day, Teddy was never elected. You know that McKinley was killed. He became president. He was rich. The Roosevelts were fucking wealthy old colonialists. 2 factions of the Roosevelts. But Teddy, that fucking guy was crazy. That guy was like John Kennedy, crazy. Now, there's a lot of people say there's a little bit of elements of fucking Trump. I think that's true. I think there are tiny elements. But he's no Teddy Roosevelt, but, you know, who knows? Maybe he could evolve to be. Teddy was crazy. Good crazy. So, Teddy had money. Teddy stood up to something that was impossible to stand up. And they said, oh, well, they'll kill you. Well, you know they fucking tried to kill Teddy. They shot him right in the heart, point blank. He just had a 50-page speech in his pocket in his fucking glasses. And I want to remember, he was a taxidermist. Remember that fucking guy fucking killed more animals, knew more about fucking, biology than he was doing taxidermy in his fucking bedroom in his mansion. The fucking maid said, you go in have dead animals when he was 5. You know, this guy knew biology. He knew it. So he continued to give his speech. He kept dabbing his fucking mouth and saying, it's not mortal. It's not mortal. It lodged a fucking millimeter away from his fucking aorta. You know what he said? Comes with the territory. So, crazy? Oh, fuck. Good crazy? Oh, yeah. Morgan's fucking great quote. We bought the son of a bitch and the son of a bitch wouldn't stay bought. Well, see, now it's the opposite. They bought Barack Obama and he fucking whored himself out to the 10th power to the nuclear cartel. They bought Bill Clinton Wall Street. He whored himself out to the 10th fucking power. I mean, you want to talk a fucking whore. Fucking Bill Clinton. By the way, he'll fuck anything. Anything and anybody. I mean, and if you don't believe me, I mean, fuck him on it. Come on. If somebody tried to, back in the day, they were trying to compare him with Kennedy. I said, that's a little different. Fucking Marilyn Monroe and Monica Lewinsky. This guy's a whack job. And Hillary comes out and says he was, and this is Hillary's words. Well, he was abused. We know abused fucking children go down this fucking sexual road. Barack Obama's own words. Barack Obama, very fucking abused guy. Now, think about Barack Obama. He smokes. He's completely lost as president of the United States. He got in so fucking over his head. Hillary said this guy's green as fucking grass. Oh boy, we thought, oh, he's this brilliant genius because he had voted against the fucking wars. Idealistic. This guy didn't have a clue economically. He doesn't have a clue about anything. We thought he was this genius. He's not. He's very fucking plain Jane, fucking mentally. You know, he was kind of a charismatic speech, well, kind of. He was a very charismatic speech giver at first because he was all fucking amped up on himself. You know, I mean, you look at his arrogance when he first got elected. That fucker was walking around on fucking like he was fucking God Almighty. You know, but why wouldn't you? You know, you look at these fucking crowds that he was gathering. I mean, he's only human. They fed him like that. Boy, did they school him. You know, Fukushima happens. John Holdren, the nuclear cartel, and said, stand the fuck down, Obama. You don't run this show. We run this show. Okay. Bill Clinton, Brock, you can't fucking take this fucking beast on. Go along. They'll make you rich like me. Just hand it over to fucking Wall Street. Hand it over to the oligarchs. You'll keep this fucking globalist 1980 regime when we start cutting tariffs. 1945 to 1979, increasing nominal wages every single year. 1980 to present, decreasing nominal wages every single year. It's that simple. Globalization has been a fucking major disaster. The only fucking major disaster that is trumps globalization is nuclearism. So, I've been sick, you know. Again, I mean, we have things that we watch for as leukemia patients. Now remember, my leukemia was incredibly fucking aggressive. I'm what they call one of the 1%ers. You know, I told the people in the 1% study to go fuck themselves, by the way. You know how I go. Fucking liars is what they are. They're trying to posture and groom even that. So, we have things we watch for. Of course, one's bleeding through the fucking skin. Got a sore elbow. Fucking went fast. I mean, I thought, oh, God, it's just an infection. That's what they thought. So they put me on medication. Maybe it was the fucking infection that drained, but immediately went away. But then my other arm fucking bled through profusely, bruising fucking up and down, and then it moved into my fucking legs. And, you know, it's what we watch for. Well, I made the decision a long time ago to have no more bone marrow biopsies. I'm not going to have a bone marrow biopsy, and that's the only way they really fucking tell. The blood works. They have, you know, we have one of the most cutting-edge blood spinners in the fucking world. You know, they can tell a lot. And my blood works look pretty fucking good. But, you know, and so there's other symptoms. I got a little bit of blurry vision in my eyes. You know, of course, my doctor says, fuck, you ain't young. Your eyes are just going on, you old fucker. You know, I hope he's right. But, so, we've been monitoring the situation. I feel a little bit fucking better today. I feel better yesterday. But, you know, my doctors are like, Kevin, don't vary. Keep going. Keep doing what you do. Don't quit living. You know, because cancer, we know when it's time to die, and that's why the older you get, the tougher time you have fighting it. You have to fucking turn the light on. It's not time to die. You have to tell the cell, fuck you, it's not time to die, it's time to live. I'm not ready to die because it's the death process. So, you go back to Lemmy, Motorhead. Now, of course, that fucker lived harder than fuck. But come on Boxing Day, he gets sick. He's dead how many days later? Oh, my God. I've seen it. It's that aggressive. And everybody says, oh, there's a cure for cancer. I still get these fucking ignorant dumb fuckers and their dogma, there's a cure for cancer. Now, chronic cancer, yeah, that's a whole other thing. So chronic cancer and acute AML is like fucking, you know, a drone to a BB gun. No, it's a cap gun. I mean, chronic cancer, you live your whole fucking life with if you take care of yourself, do the fucking thing. Acute fucking cancers. So, I mean, they said incredibly aggressive. Same with Bowie. Now, let's talk about Bowie's cancer. Bowie fucking started to have heart attacks fucking a little while back. So, but heart attacks are not fucking cancer. So, it got into his liver, from what I understand. That's what it does. Hello? So, these cancers, so many of them are like blood cancers, lung cancers, brain cancers, all these cancers. They're the same identical cells, it's just where they go. So you get blood cancer, AML leukemia, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, so they know. It's in his lymph nodes. By the way, it had entered my lymph nodes. I don't know how the fuck I'm alive. I'll never forget Fimbo. He says, oh my God. I says, Fimbo, while I'm under chemo, I says, my right arm, you can feel that lymph. He says, oh my God. I mean, we got that close to the edge. They amped up the chemo a little bit that fucking day, and they got it. Now, I got problems with my lymph nodes, of course, because the damage of the fucking, oh, you should have took some weed, alternative medicine. I had tumors wrapped around my lower fucking bowel. I was on the verge of death, losing 6-7 fucking pounds. Those tumors had to go. They didn't go immediately. I'm dying. I almost died because of my fucking quacks. They're that aggressive and they're that fast. I was in there, Dusty come in there. Little blurred vision behind his eye. His wife kept telling her, yeah, he thinks he's going to smoke weed. It's going to fix this. The doctors are like, are you kidding me? This is AML leukemia. You got fucking tumors behind your eyes. In 6 days, it bulged the eyeball almost out of his fucking head. He was dead in 6 days. So, Lemmy, that's his cancer. Look how fast it killed him. Oh, my God. So, Bowie, who knew? And I'd heard his fucking last album, but I hadn't seen the videos till yesterday. Oh, my fucking God. Have you seen them? So, people were watching these videos and thought, well, he's got issues, but they thought it was just him acting like he does, because, you're talking, well, David Bowie was not one of just the great musicians of our time. He was the great theater actor. Fuck, probably the best of our fucking time. Everybody thought he was just acting in those videos. You see his body, whatever, and you're like, well, he's getting older, He's dying of cancer. So the cancer, once it goes into the lymph nodes, that means it's gone into the liver. Now, they told me that. Kevin, you got a spot on your liver, it's in your fucking liver. Which they know. Once it's in your liver, it's a death sentence. Because that means it's everywhere. The liver's the fucking natural filter. Then, of course, the pancreas, fucking these things. You're fucked. Unless they can, like Jobs, you're fucked. I know that. They know that. Everybody fucking knows that. It's no different, but it's a matter of where the cancer fucking gets. Now, how is that? Mine presented outside the fucking lower bowel, and it was leukemia. So that's the same fucking cancer. It just moved through his liver. He's done. He knew he was done. You watch those videos. Holy fuck. Art? Powerful? So when I came up with my thesis as the artist, post-ignorance, Poppins is dead, post-ignorance, and I did fucking videos inside my room, and I'm out here in the field. Those videos are fucking radical I did, with the central line hanging out of my jugular vein. I did the one in fucking Symphony with, of course, Dylan, flipping my cards, which I absolutely love that video with the central line. And, there was a couple feminine girls, there was a little girl from Chernobyl in there with me. She was going to do it with me, but she died. She was going to put pasties over her breasts in the spirit of feminine. But I'll tell you how fucked up we are in the United States. One of the best piece of activism been done that I've ever seen in my life. Just last year. In Russia, the feminine girls, they get a girl out of the bone marrow transplant. She's in a fucking bone marrow transplant unit. She's been diagnosed with fucking leukemia. She's in the early stages of it. So they video it. They set up their video. They go on. They march her out of the hospital real quietly, the feminine girls. So they have one of the feminine girls dressed up like a nurse. They take beet juice and make a bottle. It looks like a blood. They have a fucking central line pole. These girls get it, boys. Those fucking Russian girls, those Chernobyl girls, oh, do they get it. I was with one for years. Me and her were a couple. Hanukkah, she's dead. So they come out. She stands there like they do, naked-breasted. Put the central line like it's going in her jugular vein, the nurse holding up the fucking blood right up there. And holds up the signs in French, in English, and in Russian. It says, clean nuclear energy is killing me. So powerful, so incredible. So the rats and the fucking trolls who go after me non-stop, these freaks. I posted to my Facebook fucking page. They get so many complaints about it, the Facebook fucking takes it down. Nudity. Are you kidding me? The stuff that's out there on fucking me. Now think about this. Now we have a community out there that says they're anti-nuclear. They're posting, they have Facebook pages, they're all over social media, they write blogs, they interview anything. They're not anti-nuclear. I cannot overstate this. Beyond that nuclear, Arnie Gunderson, I go on, I won't even name bloggers and bloggers because they're not even worth naming. They think they're thick. You know, a lot of them are French-Canadian. A lot of them claim to be Japanese descent. They're not anti-nuclear. Now, are they paid and work for the nuclear industry? I don't even know if that's to be true. Now, I know there is because, look, it's like my doctor, I told him. I says, fuck, you guys kicked me out of here last March 5th, not because you figured I was cured and I was done. It's because I ran out of insurance. I got kicked off Medicaid. I couldn't pay anymore. And they says, well, no. I said, no. Subconsciously. You don't even know consciously it's there, but subconsciously you know you did it. It's the same with these people, like Gunderson and these different people. You know, Gunderson has the right to do whatever he does. More power to him. But he plays softball because he gets called in for consulting contracts. He makes a lot of money. Don't kid yourself on these consulting contracts. And he knows they like to call him in because he plays sucking softball and talks passive-aggressive, and he's the beautiful false equivalent same guy. Same with Busby. Same with all of them. Now, Helen doesn't play that way. I mean, she'll go at him, but Helen's about fundraising, and she knows people don't want to fundraise for Fukushima because it's too hardcore for them. They can't fucking handle it. It's like death. They can't handle the fucking hardcore truth. It's like a child who's been molested when they're young. They're going to compartmentalize. They're not going to talk about it. That's what Fukushima is. You know, I could prove it. You know, and so these bloggers and vloggers that go after us, and they're not anti-nuclear. We call it false equivalency. Now, subconsciously, are they doing it because they think they're doing the right thing? Maybe, but I highly doubt it. You dig into all their background, you dig into their heart, they don't believe. They're pro-nuclear in their dogma. Now, whether they're being paid to be pro-nuclear or they just believe it, they're all pro-nuclear. It's the best fucking arsenal, the best tool the nuclear industry has. The best tool they have is false equivalency. Now, there's plenty of people out there that play softball and talk nice that are anti-nuclear, and they're great. You know, they got their style, more power to them. Do what you do, you know. Of course, they're not going to touch me, whatever, because I really am anti-nuclear, right down to my bone marrow. Look, the nuclear industry killed my father. I loved my father. Everybody loved that guy. He was one of those great guys. They mowed his fucking life down. I loved Annika. I really loved her. She was an amazing fucking woman. Really amazing. With maybe the greatest activist I ever fucking knew was those two. They murdered her. She died at 38 years old with leukemia. Paul, my lifelong, close fucking loving friend. I love that fucking guy. He got sick the same time I did. I mean, his funeral was like my funeral. He and I were so connected. We met on the basketball court when we were fucking 8. We dated the same girls. Our life was so patterned. We got sick the same time. We rehabbed the same time. He had a new young wife with young children. Heartbreaking. He was an amazing. His comments are all over in there. Dana, comments are all over in fucking the YouTube site. There's so many people on the YouTube site that I go in there, and there are people that were fighting AML leukemia that Fukushima gave us right after. Now, I just ran into a kid inside here. You know, the coffee shop that I was having coffee, and he says, my brother's dying of leukemia. Got lung cancer. He's a smoker. I said, smoker? How old is he? 38. Smoke cigarettes doesn't give me fucking cancer at 38. Where does he live? Oregon. He's homeless. He's homeless in Oregon. Do you know about Fukushima? Yeah. Don't you think that's probably what gave it to him? Well, he's stage 3 lung cancer. He's just going to go home and die. Why? Well, it's less than 10% survival. No, it's not. Not for guys like him. So I just talked to him. I said, call him up right now on the phone. Call him up. I want to talk to this guy. He says, well, I didn't know he has a phone, whatever. Could you have a way to get a hold of him? Yeah. So I told him. I said, look, 10% means it's shit. We know statistical probability. I'm a stats guy. Stats mean nothing with cancer. We know that homeless people, street people, and he says, well, he had a drug problem for a long time. So? We know that people like that do good with the chemo. There's 2 meth freaks like you never met meth freaks in our fucking unit. I mean, these guys are fucking the hardcore, craziest dudes I ever fucking seen. You know, they went in for a different type of leukemia long ago. Both of them alive. So think about what they put in your fucking jugular. They can handle, their bodies are used to the shit. It's like vitamins to them. It's crazy. So I says, why are you just going to lay down and quit? There's plenty of units that will take you, and it's in your lungs. So what? I've seen stage 4, stage 5. I know a stage 5 fucking woman right here who I'm friends with who got lung cancer fucking 20 years, stage 5. Who's so healthy and incredible. She's intense, by the way. One day I'm going to run into that woman. I fucking love her. She's not 10 years older than me. Oh my God, is she fucking beautiful and radical and intense. She take no shit from nobody. She's beautiful, she's elegant, she's old school. She lives up Morgan. She's an amazing woman. We don't know why people survive and they don't know. I call it the light. The 1% study says it over. Just because you have a 10% chance, you might have a better chance of surviving 10% of a guy who's at 90%. I see people that have fucking cancers like breast cancers that are 98% die. There's fucking, I mean, who knows? Don't let that fucking stop you from treatment. You know, Paul, I mean, they had him beat. You know, Jenny, here, she just died. Nancy, Marshall, all these people they thought I had it with. Carla, I mean, through the kitchen sink, they thought they had these people whipped, and it killed them. There's no rhyme or reason just because they tell you 10%. We don't know why. I call it the light. You got to keep living it. I mean, there's a guy named Brian Morris. I mean, fuck, that dude. They still say he's fucking like, he's like you, Kevin, a walking fucking miracle. Fucking dude's intense. Fuck cancer. Logical, smart, reasonable, never quit living. Their lives never stop. My life never stopped for 1 second when I got cancer. Not for 1 minute. Not for one fucking day. My activism went on. I have a fucking job to do. And my job is to fucking take the nuclear cartel to its fucking knees. Fuck. My job is to fucking kill the nuclear industry. Dead. Kill it. David reached into the bag and he fucking pulled out the stone. I hate the fucking nuclear industry with a fucking deep-rooted, hardcore, bloody passion. Trying to learn to love my enemies. I've been trying my whole life. I have a difficult with that. I don't forgive and I don't forget. That's the one piece about Anonymous that people need to remember. That's the mantra of Aaron Swartz. We don't forgive and we don't forget. We know who killed Aaron Swartz. We know who killed my father. These greedy fucking oligarchs. And everybody wants to be on the fucking winning team. It's a fucking repression. It's like two teams. So you're a fireman, you're a hero. You're a cop, you're a hero, and you've bought in the Kool-Aid. You've given up your fucking integrity because you think it's conformity. You're on the team. It's the exact identical thing that happened in fucking Italy in the 1930s. It's fascism. It's spread into Austria. By the way, Frida Meisenblau's ceremony, her funeral was yesterday. I talked to Bavad. He's a great fucking filmmaker in Vienna. She's the greatest actor. Not only did she stop the nuclear reactor, the only one that was ready to be fueled, she stopped a single one. She stopped the dam on the Danube. And one thing about Europe, a lot of people don't know, you want to talk to Jim, that river. Oh my God, through Budapest, through fucking Vienna, what a fucking river. Oh my God, I swim in it. I mean, who could swim with, I call it the new bikini, who could swim in the fucking river in front of the fucking IAEA? Oh, I did it. Videos prove it. Fuck, that video's so funny. Backstroking to the fucking UN. Now think about this. This is an activist. Probably the greatest anti-nuclear activist maybe that ever walked, ever lived. Not just that, she was 14. She came from a wealthy family. Back then, a wealthy doctor. She was taught to stand up like Teddy. She stood up. You talk to people now, say, how did you all go along? Oh, then, because if we didn't go along, they killed you. They got power. Same here with the police. You don't go along with the police, and you don't go along, they kill you. That's why you don't go along with the United States military, they kill you. You don't conform, they kill you. Aaron Swartz, Michael Hastings, I am Pat fucking Tillman. So everybody's going along because they're conformists, and they're afraid. To stand up takes a lot of fucking balls. And you can see why they are afraid. But not me. What do we got to lose? You do it logic, and why give them an excuse to kill you? An excuse to kill you as an activist is have a gun. Now they'll find another excuse to kill you. But if they make a call or whatever, you got a gun, or you're standing up with a gun, or you're doing a gun, you're occupying a fucking bird refuge with guns. Why? You're not accomplishing anything. Make your statement and move on. You made your statement because once you fucking start showing force, then they're going to start showing force. It's a pissing match. As we say out west here, these fucking idiots didn't get it, but oh, I got it. You're outgunned, motherfucker. These fuckers will zap you like powder from outer space. There's no shot against this mode. So it has to be broke from within. So Frida's funeral yesterday, now think about this, an activist. The president of the country, the ex-president of the country speak. Can you imagine an activist dying here? Fuck, I die here, you fucking have, my children will speak and they'll fucking throw a hole in the fucking console, fucking have a parade down fucking Washington Boulevard celebrating my death. They'll grandstand Pat Tillman's and lie, swing his body like a fucking American flag. Pat Tillman went into the fucking Rangers for one reason, to move his fucking career. As an actor, as a writer, you know how famous Pat Tillman would be right now. But he saw he was going to come home still anti-war. He was when he went in. White boy playing fucking DB in the NFL. Physical, strong, dynamic, creative, intelligent, beautiful. I mean, look at that chiseled face. Look at that fucking body. Look at that fucking run. Look at that mind. He was everything it took to be a fucking celebrity in this country. He would have. Can you imagine how gigantic he was going to be? Why do you think he took his brother with him? He knew this chance came. You got to keep them separated. Oh, they separated him, and they murdered him. Then he was fighting off 9 million Al-Qaeda. Oh, well, whoops, I guess it was friendly fire from fucking 1,500 yards. No, it was an ordered execution murder. And then they took his body flag, and fucking, they still do it. We're having a Pat Tillman, fucking Arizona State University. Fucking go Sun Devils. Oh, they're devils. Let's have a Pat Tillman camo uniform day. Made fucking go slaves by your fucking, talk about the abusive Nike dynamic. Fucking get your Bangladesh gear at Arizona State. Pat Tillman, who we murdered. Fucking camo, the very people that fucking murdered him. Made by slaves by Nike in fucking Vietnam, Indonesia. It's like my daughter. Everybody wanted to give me a pair of those Andy Warhol shoes. I says, fuck. I wonder where they got that idea. It's not the idea to paint the soup can. No, it's not the painting the soup can. It's the idea to paint the soup. But then you have to paint the fucking soup can. Popham is dead, post-ignorance, huh? Painting with tomato soup. Fucking with my fucking high tops around my fucking neck. Hanging on the clothesline. So she's got a pair. I says, everybody wanted to send me a pair of those. I refused. Because they're made in Vietnam by slaves. Nike's so abusive. NCAA slave league's so fucking abusive. I mean, Johnny, you're going to play in the NBA. You're going to be the next King James. You're going to marry a Prince, Cinderella. You're going to be the next American Idol. Fuck you. You know why the fucking 220 million fucking people struggle and scratch to have a fuck? Why can't we have a community? Why can't we have fucking lives? Why don't we have the right to a job? Why don't we have the right to fucking clean water? Why don't we have the right to healthy fucking air? We do, but we handed over our fucking rights through fear. The conformist. Frida said it so well. She was so on point that day in her house. By the way, she died of cancer. I think she had cancer inside that room that day. I know she did. She knew it. She didn't tell me. I think she knew she was dying. I know she knew she was dying. It was an arranged meeting between her and I, Dr. Vaught. She knew I was coming. She did her work, and it was like she was passing the torch to me inside that fucking room. We went in there just thinking we're going to take a picture. Hi, Frida. She said, Kevin wanted to meet you, blah, blah, blah. She wanted to meet me, blah, blah. Oh, no. Oh, no. She was prepared. She was ready. And her beautiful partner in Vienna. So elegant, so graceful, so strong, so incredible. Set me down at her kitchen table. Had tea, had cheese. By the way, those European freaking pastries, oh, my God. In Vienna, she's ready for me. She set me down. It was like a PhD. Burned a hole right through me. Oh, she told me how it was. She told me how it's going to be. She told me fucking the path forward. It was like she was passing the torch. Intense, focused, 88 years old. Oh, well, amazing. First words out of her mouth. Kevin, do understand that it takes more electricity to run a nuclear reactor than a nuclear reactor produces. I says, I do know that. Kevin, you do understand you have to be radical. You have to be. You understand everything you're doing and the way you do it. You have to fucking keep doing it. You're doing it right. You have to. Your path, your journey. You understand that it did not pick you, or you did not pick it. It picked you, just like it did me. You do get that. This was your path. Yeah, your story, your father, your story with your cancer, your survival. The only reason you survived, I mean, she just went off and on. And then she told me how she did her accomplishments, how she stopped the freaking biggest dam to be built on the fucking dam in all of Europe, one person, how she stopped the nuclear reactor, how she stopped it. She went door to door, person to person. Yeah, she told me about when she had to sneak out. She grew up in the same town as Hitler. She was a little girl. Writing a newsletter when she was a kid, anti-Hitler. You know how dangerous it had to sneak out of town in the middle of the fucking night. Hiding in the woods as a 14-year-old girl. By the way, she was born on 3/11. You know, I was just doing some work on freedom when I got back, and I was like, oh, my God. I walked out of there. I told Pravad that day, and he's a brilliant activist. He's brilliant. The nuclear lies guy from India. Oh, my God, is he a brilliant activist. I got him. Education, what's going on in India. The Indian anti-nuclear activists are the best in the world. You got to see them. A lot of them are women. They're killing them. They're killing them. Pravad knows tons of them. One of them died in Amsterdam while I was in Europe, while I was there. Supposedly choked, but they're all dying. They're just like Obama and Netanyahu were killing the Iranian ones. Oh, yeah, who blew the whistle on that? The 5-star Marine. There'll be no charges. Yeah, I guess. Fuck you. Stand down. That's the only hope inside the United States military. Some integrity, some police, people like Dub here. They can't go tarnish this guy. This guy's a high-ranking Mormon. He's pure integrity. He's fucking won every award there ever was back in the day when they gave real awards. He's going after him. Police reform. But one of the cops called him a conspiracy theorist. I'm like, what? What? So they show the video of the guy with the shovel. Someone takes it in the window 3 fucking doors away. She's scared. She sees him. He's got him handcuffed. There was a fight that ensued. After he hit him with the shovel, is obviously a fucking fight that ensues. I think, and I don't know this, I think the cop probably tasered him. That's how he fucking got him. But I don't know, but the cop got him. He got him handcuffed. I'm sure there's lots of fucking verbiage going at him. This kid's fucking wound up as a motherfucker. He's wound up. But if you watch the early thing, the kid puts his finger in the cop's face. My guess is they've had confrontations before. My guess is this cop and he, because this kid shoveled snow up there, and there was no snow that, but he was up there, getting his clientele, getting his ducks in a row. That's a lot of people. A lot of people fucking shovel snow for a living around here. We used to do it at my construction company in the winter. We shovel roofs. We get fucking tremendous amounts of snow. Can't. We don't anymore. So you can see he put his finger in the cop's face, and he's going off. Get back in your car. But then you see the cop push him. The cop pushes him. Cops are supposed to defuse situations, not escalate. He escalates the situation, which he's taught not to do. And the kid fucking hits him with a plastic shovel. Hits him hard. He gets him good, but it is a plastic shovel. This is a grown man. So then we think the camera break, it's out, nothing. This woman has video. Here's the fight. Perfect angle. She can't go to the fucking media. She can't go to the police. She can't go to her religious leaders. She can't go to the mayor. She can't go to anybody in the community. Now you think about that. You can't call the cops when you're paying the cops. I pay the fucking cops. They work for me. I pay the firemen. They work for me. I pay the United States military. They work for me. But they don't defend us. The cops are against us. The police are against us. The media's against us. The fucking church leaders are against us. They've all fucking joined the conformist winning team. Because not only is it an incentive for money, Joel Osteen made $33 million. All these people, NFL players, running down with NFL hair extensions. Oh, we're going to be the next King James, $100 million contracts. Is it incentive? It's conforming. The other fucking side is they kill you. So she shoots it. Well, somebody turns her on a peace officer to Dub the movie. By the way, I went to the debut. There was fucking 18 people there, including the prosecutor. He was there. I got pictures with Dub. I talked to Dub. I stood up, and me and Dub had a quiet conversation. I've known him my whole life. Amazing, man. We need more of him. We need people to stand up and inside because you're not going to live forever. So She sends the video to Dub. He's obsessed. He's got a lab right out here at the Ogden Airport. His wife says he fucking lives there, right here by where I live. So, in fact, I stuck with the building that he's fucking in. He enhances the video. He's handcuffed on his stomach. He's got him down. He's got one knee in his back, and he executes him. He's down. He's handcuffed. He's in get back. There's other cops on the way, and you can see, he can hear the other cops and see the cops, and he's fucking like, well, if I'm going to kill this guy, I got to do it right now before they get here. Boom, boom, boom. 3 bullets in his back, right in his heart. It's an execution. Just like Daniel Willard, an execution. Why did he kill that little girl? He just panicked and freaked out and just wanted to shoot a 21-year-old beautiful girl. Bloodthirst. Sick. There's a kid here, there's a 30-something-year-old cop now that's killed at least 2 and I think 3 now. And he's on video crying. Some guy was pulled over asleep in his truck, woke him up, you know. I don't know, who knows anything. That's his 2nd or 3rd one he killed. There's no accountability. Even the prosecutor says the Danielle Ward case goes on. Same prosecutor's going to got this case under review. Goes on. Now, how is this possible? It's illegal. It's against the Constitution that a judge gets to pre-scheme the case to see if it goes to a real jury. And a real, which the Constitution doesn't say that. The Constitution says it's fucking, you know, right to a speedy fucking justice. Right to a speedy fucking trial, fucking period, but he won't let it go forward. So I told all these guys, I tell these cops all the time, these people that are involved, and the people that cover it up, and the media, there's no statute of limitations on fucking murder. And this is not double jeopardy. Double jeopardy only exists if you go through a fucking jury trial. They charge you, and you get found fucking not guilty. They can't ever charge you again. That's double jeopardy. That's written in the Constitution. This is done because they never went to a jury of his peers. Never went there. So it's not double jeopardy. There's no statute of it. And if you don't think culture can change quick on a dime, and it's going to change quick on a dime, and there's going to be an event that's going to break its back, kind of like what 9/11 happened. Go before the Bush fucking stole the election, which he stole it. Go before then. Think about what was going on in this country. The smaller, leaner military. I call it the military coup of 2000. Now, granted, there was all kinds of evil stuff going behind the scenes that we didn't know. Fucking Bill Clinton had fucking gutted, fucking handed over. I was on Wall Street in those fucking days. You know, gutted it. Just fucking gutted it. Handed over to these fucking few fucking oligarchs, just fucking robbed, raped, and pillaged. Fuck, got rid of Glass. Look up Glass-Steagall. Look who's standing between Glass-Steagall. I knew Mariner personally. He's from this town. You know, so just gutted it. Handed over everything to fucking Wall Street. Well, Obama, who knew he was propped up by the nuclear cartel? Hillary did. Hillary did fucking ads in the swing states. Look them up. They're on YouTube. That's the beauty of YouTube. You can find it. You want to find something early and quick and fucking need something that's fucking going down, go to YouTube. Somebody's got it out there. You know, it's bootlegged, it's stolen, it's against the law. Fucking, there's so much copyright infringement that goes on YouTube, blow your fucking mind. People will fucking record stuff right off a television screen and put it on. It's called in. It's like somebody says, you can't fucking own it. I did. Fuck, you can't. That's one of the most ignorant statements in the world. Hello, you know nothing about fucking copyright law in the United States. You fucking right you can own it. I did. That's called copyright law. And it's fucking concrete. You know, now I try to tell bloggers and all these people, yeah, you might go along, you know, fucking taking different things out, but they're going to, you know, eventually they'll just fucking, somebody's going to step up and take you down. Legally. It's like Tim Cook, we don't like the fucking 40% tax rate on corporations. Yeah, so what? It's still the fucking law. So fuck you. It's like, we like to pay illegals cash to fucking mow our lawn, to fucking cook our food, make our beds, Trump, his hotels. It's the law. You don't like the law? Change the fucking law. You know, get fucking involved in your community. These fucking, I mean, come out of your fucking basement on your keyboard. See you in New York on the 22nd. I'll be there for a fucking 10, 15 days. You know, we'll make some action happen on Indian Point. Let's shut that piece of shit fucking down before we're fucking evacuating Manhattan. You know, fight on.
All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical.